between you and Mindy, right, for this year. Run one's up, one's up. You guys have just been on fire, Talk about a 2-for-1 capper promotion. Just go with the morning steam and Ramon and Mindy. We should have a 3-for-1 the way you guys have been rolling.
That's what we were talking about today, Tony. We just said, hey, look at this. I mean, uh, you could say, it was just a decent day, but if you add all three of us together, talk about Mindy and I and the morning's team record from yesterday, 20 wins and 12 losses. That's high volume, but that's 8 games over 500 in one day. Even if you're just betting 100 per unit, you're probably going to, make 700 there. So, that's the way Mindy and I think that's why our chemistry has worked good because we are both high volume cappers. And that was our record combined yesterday with the premium picks on the site with Mindy's premiums, my premiums, and the morning steam consensus premiums. 20 wins, 12 losses, no duplicates, even though it was that was a relatively light card yesterday. So that's a lot of winning.
Absolutely. Lots of winning. Another winner from Ramon tonight. We go to NHL today. We've got the NHL cover for here on the show. Tonight we got Arizona here hosting Edmonton. We know Edmonton's big favorites here. Total 6.5.
Right. 2 games, 2 previews. Mindy and I got you covered on the NHL tonight. And both games kind of out west, but they are
Edmonton home in
locked
this
up.
game. That's where you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know we're working on that. So Oilers at home, to be clear. That's why they are the $5 favorites here. Does seem a little bit crazy. I talked about it on the show. So, well, realistically, maybe they were, 280, maybe $3, but this one's going to be used probably as a parlay piece. Maybe they're just squares are just going to drop Colorado and Edmonton and go from there, and so you're going to have a huge favorite in the second game, especially if Colorado wins. If that's the way people are attacking the board tonight, and with the limited options, I kind of got to go with a big price here myself. I'm going to take the Oilers on the puck line in this one. They've won 4 straight. Tony, 3 of them by puck line margin. Scored 21 goals in those 4 games. They're averaging nearly 4 goals a game this season at 3.93. They are allowing 3.31. We know the limitations of the Oilers a little bit. Sometimes it relates to a poor play on the back end and some goaltending situations. They do have Skinner in here today, probably the better of the two over Jack Campbell. So Skinner's won his last 3 starts, 22 and 14 on the season. He is the better goalie, I think, statistically, aesthetically as well for Edmonton. Edmonton needs these points. They just have a 3-point lead over Seattle for that crucial third place. Remember, you got the top 3 teams from each division are in, and then you're battling for the wild card after that. So why not secure this third place finish if they can? They do play Las Vegas on Saturday. Maybe a look ahead here, but that's a couple days away. So maybe they can focus on an Arizona team that is down 11 units on the road this season, 7-29 overall this year. But, well, let's be honest, they're probably playing their best hockey of the season. They had won 4 straight before losing 2-1 to Winnipeg last night at Winnipeg. So it is a back-to-back tonight for the Arizona Coyotes, who are averaging nearly or more than a goal less per game than the Oilers at 2.8 goals per game. But I'll need them by margin here, where Arizona has lost 4 of the last 10 meetings, 4 of the last 14 games they've won on back-to-backs. So they've lost 10 of the last 14 back-to-backs. These 2 teams did meet here in Edmonton in December. Final score, Edmonton 8, Arizona 2. So they've lost 7 of their last 10 trips into Edmonton. They do have Connor Ingram, probably their better goalie in there. He is confirmed tonight, 3.37 goals against his numbers. Arizona's allowing 3.44 goals per game. So we looked at the total today on the show, and Mindy and I agreed for one of our consensus plays that this one would go over 7 goals, Tony, tonight. So if that's going to happen, I need about a 5-3 win here for Edmonton in order to get this puck line. It's minus $1.80. Can't ignore that price, and that's a pretty stiff price, certainly. But the way Edmonton playing at home right now, they really can get some of these numbers. Like I said, Arizona may be playing their best of the year, but uh, I talked about it on the morning steam, whereas just a few weeks ago, a lot of underdogs, a lot of these big underdogs were playing tough, hanging in there, finding a way to get that puck line. But then now, all of a sudden, over the last, I want to say 7 days, 10 days, maybe even the last 2 weeks, these big favorites, and I'm talking about favorites of maybe 375 or more, are really getting home by easy margins. We're seeing more results now of 5-1, 5-2, 6-1. The blowouts are holding here when you have these one-sided games. So hats off to Arizona playing their best. Remember, we've capitalized on Arizona. I would say it point blank. I mean, Arizona at home, maybe my biggest moneymaker of the season. If you look up and down the teams in the NHL this year, I mean, you can look at New Jersey on the road, Buffalo on the road, but at home, Arizona. They're always getting, plus money. It seems like, and hey, they're a home team playing their little 5,000 seat arena, and well, maybe the intimacy, whatever the case may be. But going on the road here on the back to back, they were at Edmonton last night. Final score in that one, by the way, last night 2-1 to the Jets. So they did do a nice job there in losing by just one goal. But Edmonton, they're cooking pretty good at home, like I said, with that winning streak, and three of them coming home by the puck line. I'll go ahead and lay it. We don't have a lot of options, Tony. Premiums are always to me try to keep it near pick 'em. Slight favorites, pick some dogs, take some points. But today, with our limited schedule, I've got to find something, and I'm going to lay a buck 80 on your show. Sorry for the chalk, brother, but we're going to lay it. Lay it with the Oilers tonight, minus a goal and a half against the Coyotes.
Laying it here against a Coyotes team that has just been brutal here, 7-3 on the road, but they've had their successes come at home, and now they hit the road after a pretty good homestand.
7-29 this season, like I said, down 11 units, and lost the last meeting here. As I said, 8-2. But it's not just that one, Tony. Before last year, in their last meeting at Edmonton, it was 6-1, and the meetings before that were also puck line victories. It's basically been four straight puck line victories for Edmonton in this series, dating back to last season. Basically saying that all three games last season were puck line victories. So it's four straight puck line victories for Edmonton over Arizona now. Not to discredit Arizona, we've made a little bit of money on them in this little winning streak as well. I did try to lay it last night with Winnipeg. Should have known better. Winnipeg had lost 10 straight games to the puck line, and I tried to buck that trend. Not so much, even though we had a winning night. But here, back to back, tonight is Skinner in goal for Edmonton. That was kind of what put me over the top. Said go ahead and take the a goal and a half with Skinner in there and not Campbell, because Campbell's been the shakier goalie for Edmonton. But I want to give Arizona as much credit as I can. But in this game, I just think it'll be a little bit too much right now the way things are going.
All right, Ramon here. Oilers puck line lay the 1.5 goals, minus 180 against the Coyotes. This one will have a start time here of 10:30 Eastern time. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com for tonight's action here. As again, a really great record here for Ramon. You'll see this 4,758 units of profit for 2023. There's all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com. Fantastic past 3 days, showing great profit last 7 days, coming off a winning day yesterday. The winning here. When you go and look at this 2023 stats, so winners in college hoops, NBA, NHL, the college, MLB is coming up here. Lots of great stuff here from Ramon. Actually, some spring training, I guess, World Baseball Classic mixed in here as well for 2023. So fantastic number of results here from Ramon. All right, Ramon, we have plays tonight here from NBA. We have 3 from college hoops, 2 NHL, 10 NBA. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, we ended up doing a pretty good number on that World Baseball Classic. To have the bankroll a little bit with those games. None of those are spring training. That's all World Baseball Classic, those numbers there. So, Tony tonight at Tony'sPicks.com. Right now, one package, 5-pack NBA. That's what we're doing with this limited card. I'm not even sure we can get anything together in the college ranks. Mindy and I did come to one consensus play on the show this morning. If you want to go back and check it out, we had one consensus play. Maybe I can find something on that on one of the other 2 college games, but I had a couple of videos as well with previewing one of those other games, the championship game in the CBI. So why not grab this 5 pack and let's get it home tonight in the NBA 5 pack? And I've reduced the price since we have a limited card, just $30 to get 5 of my premium plays. If you've never done it, check it out and let's play this 5 pack tonight in the National Basketball Association and keep the rolling going. You see my numbers there. You saw them there, and solid in all the sports, pretty much. Every every sport, I'm trying to roll the same percentage. Is what you're trying to do, but the NBA's been good to us, and I got that 5 pack tonight. In the NBA, use the promo code Tony T at checkout. That'll save you even more off that $30 price. Why not? So hopefully you're doing well. If you're watching the show, picking winners, you're making enough money in sports betting that you're totally satisfied. I get it. Please continue to support us and love everybody coming in to see the show. But just need a little bit of help, maybe one night's worth of work. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you're just going to get home right in time for the start of the games tonight. You want to make sure you have some solid plays in your back pocket. Pick up my 5 pack tonight in the NBA. 3 of them go off within the first hour, and the other two, the two late games. Uh, that's the way it worked out tonight. So you can start with a 3 pack early, start with 3 of them early, and I got two of the late games late. So 5 pack in the NBA, Tony. That's really what I have today over at Tony's Picks with our limited. Come on, baseball, we need you. We need you to start up. We know we're gonna have a great year in baseball. I mean, come on, we got the bigger bases. We got no shift. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll see how it goes, but sounds like runs to me, Tony.
It's that way it runs
Maybe
indeed. So we're about 8 days away from baseball here
yeah,
on Wednesday would be the eve of an opening day here. So get aboard Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. Put the great results up there for you from Ramon again with that record. 4,758 units of profit that's documented. That means you can verify those numbers over at Tony'sPicks.com. Go to Ramon's handicapper page, go down to pick history, scroll down. You'll see every play up there fully documented. We also document sport by sport. Go pretty deep on our records so you can check them all out. So go ahead and get on board here with Ramon tonight with that 5 pack here from the NBA. And of course, the long-term passes. That 7-day pass will get you covered here for Ramon here. 7 days all the way does as the NCAA tournament will trim down to 4 teams. So you get the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday action from the NCAA tournament, the minor tournaments as well. Looks like that NIT semifinals in Vegas is Tuesday, so that's covered in there as well. Don't forget as well the hockey and NBA also covered there. You can go a little longer here. The way Ramon's running, you may consider the 1 month pass because that will get you all the remainder of the NCAA tournaments as well as today's the last the minor tournaments, NBA, CBI, NIT, all the way to the end of those tournaments, as well as baseball. You get the first 3+ weeks of baseball with that 1 month all sports pass. Of course, Ramon is in action here with Purple Sports like UFC, MMA. If there's a UFC card, Ramon will be in action. He also delves into some of the other sports, peripheral sports out there, so check it out there over at Tony'sPicks.com and get signed up. Ramon also put together a Twitter account for you at Tony's Picks Ramon. A lot more content on the morning steam. They can take a listen to the archive of the show today. And, of course, conversation always continues over on our Discord.
Yeah, I got some things planned for the Twitter account, so make sure you're signed up if you're a Twitter person, a Twitter follower. I know I am. Sports bettors really, I don't want to make anyone do anything they don't want to do, but Twitter's pretty good when it comes to the world of sports betting. So check me out at Tony's Picks Ramon. I'm going to be cranking up a lot more content on there, probably redistribute video content, make more free picks, more free picks. That's the important thing. So make sure you're logged on to Twitter, sign up to get that stream because I'm gonna be coming at you with some content there on Twitter. We're back with more morning steam tomorrow. Mindy, Han, and I previewing the Thursday action. You know what that means? Thursday college basketball. We're getting into the Sweet 16, and we'll be down to the Final Four by the end of the weekend. We got some big matchups right out the gate tomorrow, so be ready. And we're gonna have winners. I mean, like I said yesterday, Tony. Look, I might not like all these college games right now. we're involved in different ways, but we'll be in premium action tomorrow in college basketball. That's for sure. So make sure you're ready to roll tomorrow with the morning's team show, but make sure you're ready because my premiums are going to be cranking tomorrow. We're running out of college basketball games, and I don't want it. I don't want that to go away because that's been a big part of what we're doing. So we want to make sure I'll capitalize on those. Yeah, maybe these games are supposed to be a little tougher. We're not really finding it that way in the postseason. We've been just as solid, if not more so, in these college games. I wouldn't mean to pick on the squares a little bit, but like I said, Tony, look, when we got that conference data, we were able to motor through a lot of winning done, but the NCAA tournament, a little bit of a different animal when you start matching up teams from different conferences, makes it kind of tough. And if you have to rely on maybe a professional handicapper, if you will, I'm standing at the ready for you to join me and get rolling. I mean, once you pop, you can't stop. Grab a package with me, start winning, and just get one of those long-term packages right through maybe into the baseball season. Look, we still got the NHL playoffs. We've still got the NBA playoffs. Look at my numbers. Go to the site. Check out my NBA. Check out my NHL if you're cranking. No problem. Keep winning. That's what we love. Just come watch the show. Have a good time. But if you just need that little bit extra in your bankroll, those extra winners, why not grab my packages over there at tonyspicks.com. I think you'll find that the price is very reasonable once you get rolling with the winners. If you're having any difficulty at all, just come on in. Let's start playing. Look, I play enough volume. You can start small. You can start playing, playing just a 100 or two a game, and all of a sudden you'll be built up because that's the way. Those numbers aren't made up by Tony or anything. I mean, we have to enter those in. We're third party graded, and look, I mean, the handicapper leaderboard's been packed. If you don't want to go with me, that's fine. But we've been cranking over there at Tony's Picks with our cappers. The last 4 nights, it's been 10 deep that our handicappers have shown a profit this week. Sure, I'm on top there for the last 7 days, 30 days, whatever it is, but that's because I've just got a lot of volume. Like I said, Tony, with 1/3 the volume, has the same winning percentage. He's got those whale plays, man. You bet nickels and dimes with Tony T. I love it. And
Yeah,
we'll
we
get
got
it
a lot.
done
Yeah,
here.
exactly. And we're asking more and more cappers. We're getting a lot of influx of new cappers wanting to join over the last couple of days. Our inboxes are getting full. We're trying to get the folks. So it's been pretty nice. You're going to see a lot more coming. Again, people are seeing what we're doing and see our approach to things. And of course, again, as I said, the first year pretty much set the platform for the cappers. And then in year 2, let's become creative and let's separate. Let's just be a little different, separate from the pack and how we do things, how we run the industry. So that's how we're rolling here. We got to get the staff. We got to get the everyone sells the picks. Everybody. Well, I was one of the first. I think I was the first to have a guaranteed website with credits using that currency. We're going to come up with another currency that we're going to use for promotion as well. That's in the making as well. And of course, that's already been baked. We're just letting it cool off, and we're going to introduce that. We have a white label site that we're using as well with our cappers that are displayed there. With a couple of businessmen came to us with great marketing knowledge and our bettors themselves, and that's what helps. And they're working with us, and we're working with them. You'll see them on the site very shortly. So lots going on here. We promised you the monitor. That's on the works very shortly. We're going to have contests, as I said before. That is definitely be part of. Again, this is the year 2. This is the year we're going to be very creative in our approach here to things. Of course, we're going to let all these multi-capper sites pretty much do the same thing, right? We pretty much do the same. But in year 2 and beyond is where we start to become creative and separate ourselves from the pack. So that's what we're looking to do here in year 2 of this multi-capper system. All right, Ramon, it's always great having you on the show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Thank you. Well, see you later.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Ramon Scott here on Game.